recording.
All right, so I've been looking at it, but I don't know if I'm gonna say it right on the first time, okay?
No worries, we're gonna cut it.
All right, so hi there, my name is Natália Kimličková and I'm a product marketing manager in Kontentino. I will be speaking at Product Drive by Userpilot on the 4th or the 5th of October on Let the Product Speak, the role of product marketers in SaaS. So be there with me. The lineup is fantastic and you won't be disappointed. I don't know, what's it good?
Yeah, I think so. Awesome. So let me look at the questions that I prepared for you. Right. So Natalia, so happy to see you again here. Like, it's been a while since we last talked. And at that point, I was interviewing you to learn more about the product marketing role. I interviewed a whole bunch of product marketers. A year has passed. So my first question is, how often do you still get asked, like, what do you even do as a product marketer?
It's funny because I got this question mostly from my family and the friends. So they're like,
Right.
what are you actually doing? So I come up with this very simple response, and I like to say, like, look, mom, I'm like a tour guide for our users. So they sign up for a trip or for a trial in our case, and I just guide them through the whole journey. So I'm the one who is teaching them how to use the product in the perfect way, how to solve their problems with our tool, and basically how to educate. I'm educating them on everything that's going on, showing them tips and tricks and many more. Basically, the aim is to make them fall in love with the product so they will stay with us forever.
Gotcha. Wow. I loved the analogy with the tour guide. I haven't come up with it. Like, that's so brilliant. Yeah. So why do you think it's especially important to have that tour guide in SaaS products, right? Like,
yeah, it's extremely important. I mean, you can have the best tool on the market, but if no one knows how to use it in a perfect way, in the right way, if no one knows how to use it in a way that it actually meets its needs and it solves its pains, then like, what's the point in even developing the product, right? So I think also the product marketing is some kind of like a glue between all of the departments, between sales, marketing, and product, and is making sure that everyone is aligned with the product, and also is taking the knowledge and insight of each of the team and is creating basically strategies and experiments based on the knowledge that would drive the usage of the product.
right. So yeah, you just mentioned strategy, and that brings me to my next question, actually. Like, what was the biggest challenge? Because you were the first, right, product marketing manager at Kontentino. So, like, what was the most challenging thing about building the whole strategy for product marketing? And, you know, you presumably also had to build your own team in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
yeah, as you said, so I was the first one, so I think the biggest challenge was just to start, really, as I didn't have any background in product marketing previously. So to start with the product marketing, and I think the biggest challenge was to get to know really our users, to get to know really the personas, the different way of working, the different needs, and then have them in my mind when creating the strategies and communication. And then also very challenging was actually to find an internal workflow process within the teams in Kontentino, but it's working very well, so I'm very happy.
Cool.
And regarding the team, it's me, myself, and I.
That's easier to manage. I like small teams.
I'm managing myself for now, but we're looking for the copywriter, product copywriter. So if you know anyone, just please send them to me.
People, if you know, get content right, copywriter for like, yeah. Wow, yeah, cool. I see you mentioned like liaising with stakeholders, you mentioned like learning about product marketing and especially understanding the users. I think that is the most difficult thing. And we
Yeah.
just literally before our call, that's why I was a little late. We had a conversation about this with Yazan, our CEO, that, you know, feature discovery has to happen in a certain order.
Yeah.
So, you know, the users have to either go through certain events, mostly that, to discover the features at the right time, because otherwise they're just not going to get them. So, you know, I think like a lot of companies still don't entirely understand the user journey, right, between different segments and how it's different, and they don't really prepare any enough triggers for the particular milestones, right? When the user say does event A, it triggers an experience B that will lead them to feature C, right?
Yeah. That's what we
Yeah.
learned in this last year since I spoke with you last time, that behavioral triggers are like so important. So setting out behavioral triggers was very important this year.
How's that going for you? Yeah.
Like you really, the adoption really increased since we started to do that, because obviously you cannot just, you have so many features. We lately have so many new like little delights, but you cannot just put it like boom, 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 boom. We have this. You really know when to put it out into the world and who, in which situation.
Yeah, delights. That's the word we also use in like the conversation with our CEO, that, you know, like these moments when the user is actually wowed by what they just discovered.
Yeah.
So how did you go about finding out where are the milestones? Like, did you talk to your users? Did you do any in-app surveys? Did you look at, I don't know, session recordings, Heap, Hotjar? What did you do?
Oh, I think all of it, like you just said, somehow. Lot of data analysis as well, lot of Hotjar viewings. So yeah, that helped us really to see when are the changes in the behavior. Maybe I would say when is the user really starting to be okay with the product, to being adapted to product. So now we know we can be boom 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 bombarding him with another features and delights. So yeah, I think data are very, very important.
Yeah, it's difficult to analyze them, right? Especially if you have a small team of like one.
I'm very lucky to have data analysts.
Okay.
Yeah, in Kontentino.
That's why you're the only company that really does it. No, seriously, I feel like, you know, there's so many great tools that I'm using, and I'm dead sure I'm using like 20% of them, because I don't really know, like, okay, I know these features and I'm like within my comfort zone, but then probably there are the others that I could be using to give me even more value, but I'm not.
It's a journey. I mean, we're still learning as well. Like, the journey is not at the end, and we step by step we're trying to set up the strategies.
So the data analyst spends all their time like doing what, like analyzing the user behavior data? And
oh no, I wish. No, he's working for a whole company, so I mean, he's got a lot to do. So he's not just my data analyst. But obviously he works for some of my tasks as well. So we're trying to analyze users as well, and dedicate some of his time to product marketing specifically.
And that's more like quantitative data, right? So
quantitative, yeah. I try to go to success calls with CSM team also to get some qualitative data. It's also very, very important, but I don't think you get really that data that you need in setting up the milestones.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were a wizard, if you had a magic wand and you could now create a tool that would actually give you the right user insights to create the milestones that would trigger enough events, like what would you do? Like, what would you want to see in such tool?
Oh wow. But what would I do afterwards?
You would experiment. You would like A/B test 5 different versions of copy with your new, hopefully.
I would love to have a tool that would just create me the whole journey of the users from the sign up, and then he would say like, now he's ready to upsell, now he's ready to do this.
I love it.
Nudge him for this and this.
I love it. Yeah, I just like, yeah, this so resonates with me and the conversation I just had. And 2 years ago, when I was still like very like basic when it comes to user adoption, etc., etc., I had a demo with user.com, and I asked them like, okay, I know you can collect the data, but I want to know which users are at risk of churning without like actually analyzing all the data. So can you like, can you like create the segments for me automatically? And I think they were so taken aback. They didn't understand the question. They didn't think I was serious.
I totally get it. I totally get it. Even now, when like the data analyst gives me a data, I'm like, all right, that's cute. Can we have a call?
Yeah, that's future. That's like AI, you know, like deep innovation stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be cool. We'll have like probably, I hope, fingers crossed, user journey mapping tool. Lovely, lovely. Thank you for your time. That was really brilliant. Thank you, Natalia, and I will see you in October, right?
See me on the 4th of October.
Brilliant. See you there. Cheers.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Ciao, ciao.